Shoot. I hear webcomics here. Realize there's not much light. So I'll be right back. I need this lamp to come closer. There we go. Got more light now. It's yeah, not the best camera, not the best stuff, but it is more light, so that's good. All right. Let me see. Okay. I'm calling this one college versus real life. After a long time, obviously thinking about it and thinking about it and stuff like that. I was basically like, you know what? I really want. Can you hear me? Can you hear me and stuff? Yeah, I think I can. I was really wanting to finally just talk about this stuff because it is important, definitely to me, to try to show off how things went with me, and maybe you can use that as a you guys can use that as a an example of how things may go for you if you try to go for college, like I did, or something like that. Okay, now I have also my nice, probably plastic, definitely plastic, $1 or $2 clipboard with two pieces of paper on here. Two pieces of paper on here. One says college. I don't know if you can read that with this camera here. And one says real life. Okay, one says real life. I'm just going to write down the things about college, the pros and cons of college, and the pros and cons of real life type stuff. Basically going for what you want to do in life. All right, now, I'm not going to say that college is totally bad and that no one should ever go to it. But I just want to talk about how it went with me. Uh, foremost, I'm gonna get closer. First and foremost, with college is debt. Okay, debt. Gotta get that in there. Debt. Debt. All right. Yeah, it's debt. Basically, I went to this college. Me and my mom found this online college. I'm not gonna say who it is, so I don't get so they don't get sued. But needless to say, it was for something. Basically, here's the deal. It was basically I had to get student loans for that, and of course, that was me around $10,000 in debt. So yeah, basically, give or take, it's 10,000. I'll write that down. $1,000. All right. So cost for college was $10,000. Still paying that off. Things like that. Yes. All right. College debt is one of the cons of college. One of the issues of college. That's $10,000. Next, I gotta find the place to say. Okay, there we go. Next is the the phrases used that we use basically. Okay, and the phrases was like this. I didn't say, hey, we didn't say, hey, this is exactly what I want. I said, we agreed, me and my mom agreed, this is close to what I want. Okay? Close. So, what happened is, of course, it was graphic arts. All right, it was graphic arts. And basically, we got something close to what I want. What I like to draw. I like to animate things like that. So let's see here. Yeah, let's say available. I'll put in available. I might be spelling words wrong. That's okay. Get a little better. Available courses. COURSE. COURSES. Okay, courses were only close to what I wanted. UH. pens. I don't really use pens much. I use pencils, but I want to this way. Only close to what I wanted. All right. So yeah, it was graphic art. So it's like we both agreed. Yeah, this is art. Drawing's art, and we could do some cool stuff with it. We get things together. Use these skills to help you do what you get. Help you get what be better at what you really want to do. And I was like, okay, I can think about that. And if you jump through all these hoops, you get this nice MacBook Pro. That's how I got the Mac. I am Mac, Macintosh. Greetings, YouTube. That's where that came from. So it's like that's where that guy came from. Yeah, got that. Had to return him because if I didn't, I would owe an extra $1,000 to these guys. And I believe I owed them too much already. So yeah, well, not really. I signed on the dotted line, so yeah, I owe them exactly the amount that I said I'd owe them. Yeah, so but I don't think it's worth it. But anyway, still wanted. Oh yes, so yeah, then it was actually perks or bonus was great, but had to return. So I went up to baseball to not pay as much. UCH much. Scratch that out. That's one reason why I don't use pins, because I scratch out stuff. H much. Let's control that out. Do it again. There you go. Next is what? Okay. So bonuses the bonus was a very nice bonus. MacBook Pro, aluminum, 500 gigabyte hard drive, just beautiful stuff. Even got moving around it. I never could figure out how to get the character creation stuff to go though. But still, I moving characters that I already made to run on it, along with some other cool stuff. So that was nice. Still. So then I was here. And courses were only close to what I wanted. Bonus was great, but I had to return $2 pay as much. Okay, so that's another thing about college. Okay, another thing, college, is the courses themselves that I did not like. With the courses themselves, basically the courses. It wasn't just graphic arts. It was math and science and English and a bunch of other things as well. I had to write essays. I had to do math problems. Different assignments for theories like that, to stay basically get all my assignments done in time. So I could continue on with the courses. So I can get that degree, which could possibly get me a job. Okay, that's what that is here. Courses were mostly things had no interest in. No interest in, and the price at the end. The end of my most likely 3 or 4 year term. 3 or 4 year term. TEURM or yeah. Term. Yeah, I'm not going to spell. That's what I do. All right. And when is at the end of the 3 or 4 year term was not a guarantee. They said that in the contract. They said that in the contract. It is not a guarantee for employment. Employment. Employment guarantee. Employment guarantee. All right, after that was that part. What was next? Okay, after that particular part, thing was non-employment guarantee. Oh yes. basically the way it worked, the way things had to be done. Okay, at the time I was working. But this will probably go on for a while because I want to get through everything. Go through a few things here, so it might go on for a little while. So thankfully, we got some cool stuff going on. So let's do it. Anyway, this thing was like, let's see here, probably at the end. Basically, at the time, I was working at a place called Lincoln Lizard, and started working at a Goodwill, and that was also that also had a place in it called Computers Again, where I would refurbish and help a few other guys refurbish older computers. We would get these computers. We could actually find some in the donation bins. All right, but we'd also get like huge pallets full of them from like offices and schools and stuff. So, and we would basically check them out. Grab each person would grab one computer, and usually their towers. Grab one computer, go to their spot, their spot on the counter, and look through, open them up. You have screwdrivers and stuff. Open them up. Or to blow the dust out first. Take the case. Open up the case. Blow the dust out first. Then do all kinds of other stuff. Basically check and see if it was salvageable, and if it was, give it the parts it needs. Load the systems it needs. We load Windows 7 on in there, and then sell that thing for around 80 or so bucks. With keyboard, monitor, and mouse. It was great. I enjoyed that. I think that was my first retail experience. I'm kind of applying for other ones right now, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But anyway, so I was doing that. I was also working as a dishwasher at Wicked Lizard, which was long hours, stand on your feet, getting splashed with hot water, trying not to slip and slide on the floors, and trying not to get cut by anything. There's glass and all kinds of other things in there. Get burned, trying not to get burned. Trying to stay out of the way of everybody who's trying to do other stuff, so we don't cause any problems, any accidents or anything. Surviving on nothing but soda, water, until your one free meal. You get your one free meal. So yeah, during your 30-minute lunch break. So yeah, that was a very interesting, very tough job, but important one, because they needed us. We were the backbone. Without us, the cooks wouldn't have any plates to put the food on. Without us, the servers would be able to say, "Oh yeah, let me just get that out for you." They would have nothing to serve with. So it was very important that we did our jobs. Did that real nice. So I was glad that I had the opportunity to work there, because it was nice to do that. I'd worked a few dishwashing jobs before, so it was interesting that. But here's the deal. I was working two jobs, so basically transferring from Weekend Lizard to Goodwill Computers Again. And so it was like I was working a few days at one place, a few days at the other, but it was basically working two jobs. And then I had to come home, and it felt like college. Well, this online college was working a third. So let's see here. It felt like a third job. Felt like a third job. What I paid them. Well, I paid them. Okay. So yeah, that was not fun at all. So eventually it got to the point where it was like this. I would work someplace from like say 9 to 3, 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Come home, work on these assignments from whenever I got home to around 10. Then I have about an hour for putting videos on, let's plays and whatnot. And that's basically that right there was one of the reasons why you didn't see many Let's Plays from me for a good year, good few months, like several months, like near half a year. You didn't see any Let's Plays from me or very few Let's Plays, because I was busy doing this other stuff. And it's just like, do this, get all this stuff done as soon as possible, keep it going, just do it, get all this done, stay up as late as you need to stay, because basically there were a lot of times where it was due on basically, yeah, Monday through like Friday, I think. Monday through Friday, I'd have to do work at these other two jobs. Then Saturday comes along. I have the whole day. Maybe it's Monday to Thursday sometimes, but I don't know. But whatever the case is, Saturday I have the whole day. I'd work at that college with on those college assignments, you know, and then it's like I'd have to keep working on them because basically it's like I have to, help mom with some stuff, go up run errands, whatever. Then come back. Then it's like, oh yeah, you gotta keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. Keep stay up as late as you need to so you can finish this. Because if you do not meet this assignment deadline, then that's a strike against you. You get enough of those, you get kicked out of the class, you'll get kicked out of our college, but you'll still have to make the payments soon from the student loans and things. You'll still have to make those payments, and basically you won't get your degree, and I'm like, for a while I was like, man, this is crazy, this is ridiculous, but I gotta do it because I want that degree. So I was doing stuff for a while, and eventually got to the point where it was like, I think it was like maybe the fifth week of having to stay up till 2 in the morning on a Saturday night to try to do something. And it's like, Sunday morning is a very important day for me and my mom because we go to church. So we got to get up early. Our church is like a bus or two away. So we got to get up early in the morning, get all ready, rush down the street, for a good half mile to get to, where we can get a bus that goes to get to the bus stop that takes us down. That'll take for the one bus that comes an hour to take us downtown because it's Sunday, and then get the bus that comes, probably once an hour as well because that's Sunday, that takes us up to our church, or down to our church. We're going to a different church, and we would basically, I was like, Mom would have to leave me because I was like just wiped out, And she was all ticked off and had to carry stuff that she used to work in the children's, in the children's church. So she'd carry the little, have like arts and crafts and all kinds of other things that she'd carry. Sometimes it'd be like, oh yeah, after the church service is going to be some, it's going to be like a potluck. So we're going to need, basically everybody brings lots of meat and, sweets. So, we got to bring a salad or a vegetable plate or something because they need some vegetables. You usually don't eat vegetables, so let's bring some vegetables, So, she'd bringing that, she'd do that, and she would have no one to help her with that because, my brother goes to a different church, and he's on the worship team, he's doing his stuff. So I'm like, and I'm knocked out from all this. It just got to a point where I was interested, like, what, Mom? I think I'm going to quit. I think I'm going to quit. She's like, okay. She was like, yeah, after like the fifth or sixth week of just, or however long it was, of me just being like, not useless on Sunday morning, unable to help my mom drag all this stuff that she needed to drag. We don't have a car. Yeah, we don't have a car. We have some wire carts, but still, again, she had to drag those, and you have to drag them, and it's just like, I could help her with that, things like that. It's like, yeah, well, how much more use? We just started thinking, what would what would be a better use of my time? Well, first of all, I was like, what would be a better use of our time on Sunday? Recovering from having to do all this crazy stuff that I don't really care about the day before and all throughout the week after my other two jobs, or stopping all that, having hours of time to just rest, relax, recuperate, and then go to sleep, a nice time. I did some really awesome kung fu yesterday. Gotta really feel it in my legs, my hips, because basically my master is saying, kung fu master is saying that I need to work on, get my horse riding stance lower. So it's some of the most painful stuff in the world, but it's helping. Getting that down, getting that stretched, getting that stuff stretched out. Whoa, stretch my legs a little bit. There we go. Anyway, so it's just ridiculous. So it just got to that point where it's just like, let's not do it. Called my college supervisor guy, told him what was going on. He's like, okay, I gotta understand. Sometimes people just have things they gotta do. So, well, feel free to come back when you feel like it. I was like, okay, After all this other stuff that happened afterward, where I basically started paying these student loans, and these losers call me wherever I can, at home, at work, and of course they also I had to give them the names and numbers of at least two of my relatives. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. After all that bullcrap, I'm never going back. Never ever. Let's see, what was it? I paid them. Okay, let's see how much I have here. Like a payment guarantee. I felt like a third job, but I paid them. Uh, Eventually, to we asked ED, is this worth our time? This, yes, I don't use pens. This worth our time? And we answered no. No. Quit. And quit. All right. So yeah, we quit. Like I left that college. You know, I'm just not using the word quit, but I left the college. I'm not doing their assignments anymore. Still got to pay those student loans though, which you know, of course, I signed on the dotted line. You know, so now I got to pay these guys. You know, whatever I can every month. So you know, you know. So that's how it goes. Get that stuff taken down. It's not fun at all, especially you know, it's not fun at all. But thankfully, you know, we're figuring things out, getting things together, working on all kinds of stuff. You know, okay, but here's the deal. Oh wait, quit. I yeah. Again, pen. THOUGHRI. Still. Oh, the student loans. I still owe the student loans. Okay, so yeah, that's how it goes. That's basically the college. This right here is basically the college stuff in a nutshell. Basically, you know, just so many things are just you know just coalesced to make it so unpleasant. You know, just unbearable. And eventually, we're like, you know what? No, we're done. Okay, so yeah, it was bittersweet, but that's the way it went. And I accidentally might have sent a text to 5 billion people who I did not know. Accidentally, one the phone I had was some weird stuff sometimes. What else? That back then was some weird stuff, but figured it out. Anyway, but okay, so that was college. All right, now a real life. Okay, yeah, in real life, of course, you'll get debts as well. Lots of college. Dealing with college debt. I'll put that in there. Well, the let's say the main things I'm working with right now. Let's not pros and cons. We're just gonna say main things that we're dealing with right now. With college debt, college debt. We lived in a horrible house that I'm so glad is now a parking lot. It only has to be replaced by a parking lot. And so basically, it leaked like a sieve. You know, the water leaked, the air all leaked, and the electricity was so horrible. It would go off every 5 seconds. So yeah, it would go off not every 5 seconds. But if you plugged a heater into one, it was like a sort of duplex type of place. But we had both sides. You know, the problem was you plugged a heater into one outlet, it would turn off power on the whole side. So I'm like, it was just horrible. And uh, lived in that house. Bad house. House. Money. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Electricity. That was like power, water, and heating, gas company. COMPANY. I don't know if it's right, but it's still getting better at it. Getting better at it. One of the things I liked about college that I'll write down on the college side is uh, learn how to let's see, got better at writing essay. Sure, at writing because of it. There's a pro right there. There's a pro. Better running because of it. So there's a pro right there. There you go. Yeah, from my experience at college. Anyway, I was back to work. Real life, dealing with college debts, living in a bad house, so I owe major power, water, heating, gas companies. Yeah, so that's not fun at all. But paying down the college debt, figuring out how to pay down, definitely, figuring out how to pay down the electrical, the power, the utility companies. And we're going to do that. We're working on that stuff. We got to work on that stuff. We're going to get debt free, so we move to a house, we'll need to be able to get our stuff, get electricity and power and things like that on, that kind of thinking, you want computers to work, you're going to need electricity, so let's go. Or to work at heating gas companies. Okay, so yeah, those are some cons for real life right there. But let's go through some pros here. Okay, let's see. Wait, the reason I got into college, reason for going to college was, let's see, I'll put it at the top here. Reason for going to college was to learn how to draw and animate and use computers. Computers to create video game character, animated video game. It's a video game and other animated characters. See, other characters. All right. That was the reason why I was interested in that college. But that's not really what they focused on. And maybe they can't. Maybe it's because the way they work. They gotta get closer. They gotta move over a bit. Maybe it's because that's the way they work. They can't just give you they give you one specific thing. They do all kinds of other stuff as well as part of their policies or whatever the case is. So that's how that went there. Didn't like, there was some stuff I did like, and glad I learned some of it, but most of it was just not fun at all. So it was basically just not interesting to me. Okay, but here's the deal: real life, still interested in making characters, drawing and animating and using a computer to make video game characters, things like that with drawing animation. Yes, I discovered long before I went to the college, this program called Mugen. Okay, Mugen, and yes, that program is free, so I'll put that in there. Discovered. Let's see, Mugen, Mugen, free program. Go to letbike.com or some other. There's plenty of other sites that actually do have Mugen available for free. It's a free program. Okay, they made it a freeware program so that you can basically enjoy. You can basically enjoy Street Fighter like game on your computer. That's basically what they said. They set out. They eventually decided to make a game like that because it was like, well, some fighting type of game on your computer. So they made Mugen, and then they made one character for him, Kung Fu Man. But then a bunch of other people came along, from all over the world, and started making their own characters. And you can actually download those for free. So it's a free program. Can download characters for it, and that's free, and they're free. If they cost money, that's weird because seriously they're just It's basically just to show off your art, things like that. But if they charge money for that stuff, then it's weird. I don't understand why they would do that. Um, that's free. Okay. Then I was like, hey, I want to make my own characters a long while ago before college, but especially directly after. I'm like, you know what? I want to do what I want to do. What do I want to do? I want to make my own characters. So I bought. We're going to go by the bulk amount here. Let's make it a slightly more fair. Still won't be, but still, just slightly more fair. So okay, I bought a pack, like a pack, like basically a single subject notebook pack of paper, or of lined paper from a dollar store. So I'll say yes, pack of lined paper, lined paper, paper. In the brackets. Wait, make sure the R looks like an R. Brackets $1, basically, yeah, $1, well, $1, $1. There you go. Then let's see. I had already bought I had a pack of pencils. Actually, these are pretty good pencils. These are big mechanical pencils, 0.5 lead. So that's like $2 or $3. BIC mechanical pencils. Say $3 a pack. Let's see, PAC pack of them. Okay, so pack of big mechanical pencils. So yeah, that's what I'm going to draw my character with. I draw my character on line paper so I can actually measure the character in a more regulated way. Then what's after that? So pack was $3. Found a scanner, an old scanner at a flea market. It was around $5. So old scanner. VistaVision. No, it wasn't a VistaVision. No, that's something else. Oh, old scanner, Visioneer. Yeah, it was Visioneer. Poor old thing. Well, it's been replaced now by a $30 HP printer, but color inkjet printer, but still, I used an old scanner for this one, so that's $5. HP inkjet printer is $30. But so I say I now use inkjet. Use ink NK jet printer scanner. Or $30. Okay, so that's $30. So let's continue on. Let's see, so scanner $30. Scanned the pages in once I finished them. Let's see here. I have a few of these pages I want to show you. Where are these things? I have my awesome. This guy costs about $3. This guy costs about $3 from Walmart. I'm glad I got him. He's all plastic. He definitely is showing some wear and tear, but he's still doing pretty good. So let's see. I got a character. My version of Captain Marvel I'm working on right here. I don't know if you can see her that well with this camera, but here's the deal. Here's what I basically would make. I would make these model sheets. This is, basically sprite sheets. Model sheets are different. Sprite sheets. I draw them myself. And now, of course, I would actually ink them. I got a little Pigma Micron, pen. I might get some other ones for that. But yeah, whatever the case is, I would ink sprite sheets. Like sprite sheets with a $3 felt tip marker. Oh yeah, so it's Pigma Micron like 001. Like a point, 0.001. With tipped marker. Marker. Like 0.001 or something like that. Very, very thin. Very thin little marker. marker. That was $3. Okay, what's next? Okay, then I scan it into there and use GIMP on there on that. Oh wait, where's this? Okay, I gotta make sure I'm centered, get light. That's all. Yeah, it's really cool. GIMP. GIMP is a free program. I use GIMP to cut and paste pictures. The character. And paste the character. Yes. So that GIMP free program. Let's see here. Brackets FREE. Just gonna paste the character. Okay. After using GIMP, I use a program called Fighter Factory. I use Fighter Factory to sprite swap. So a character with my own character. Yes, but I also work on the collision boxes as well. Change the sound to what I want to change it to. Things like that. And of course, I make sure in the README files of the character that I use that they say I'm allowed to use. Basically use this character to create my own. Okay, so I make sure I do that. Okay, I've seen ones that have let's say please don't use our characters, to make your own characters. So I'm like, okay, no need. I basically use two, a version of Idol from Killer Instinct and a version and Kung Fu Man from X-Blade, because I want to say Kung Fu Man is so cheesy. I like seeing him get beat up by my characters. I also, back in the old days, was like, I can do more than Kung Fu Man can. If I make a character have the same level of power and the same abilities, same level of power, but they do things differently, so they do better than he does. So yeah, there you go. But that's how it goes. Anyway, you have to cut and paste the character. Use Fire Factory to sprite swap a character with my own character. Let's say sprite. Right. I then adjust the collision boxes. Adjust AGAUST their collision boxes. Now I learned some cool stuff about video games from doing Mugen, because there's collision boxes. Collision boxes basically are in a multitude of games. They basically are how the character registers getting hit. You have to. It's a good idea to have those for whatever you're dealing with. If it's a first-person shooter or a fighting game or whatever it is, you're a platformer. You're going to need collision boxes or something to register damage. So there's oh yeah, they got hit. Okay, or oh yeah, I'm doing something that will hurt. You gotta have that. That's the issue. Unless it's a story-driven thing, or whatever case is. Well, usually it's going to happen this way. Let's say collision boxes. Just their collision boxes. So 3 then I adjust the collision boxes to fit my sprites. All right. So then after that, there was also a thing called Mugen Character Maker, but I eventually realized that first of all, it's hard to find nowadays, and I realized I didn't need it. I could just use Fire Factory. So yeah, so I use it now. Nice, right? And adjust the palette. Oh boy. Well, my alarm is knocking on the wall. I'll be right back. Gotta go and help some biz. How do you pause around here? Pause. I need to pause. Shoot. How does one pause? Ugh. Allowed. out what do I do. I'll be back.